The Grand Ghosts of the Coleman Theatre. I invite you on a gentle pilgrimage to a place of beauty, memory, and quiet presence, the historic Coleman Theatre in Miami, Oklahoma. Built in 1929 by philanthropist George L. Coleman Sr., this magnificent theater opened its doors to a full house. 1,000 souls eager for music, laughter, vaudeville, and film. The building itself feels like a dream. Spanish colonial elegance outside, with a lavish Louis XV heart within. Every curve of plaster and gilded edge seems to whisper a century of stories. When I first stepped inside the theater, the energy was instant, warm, alive, and impossible to ignore. My husband was beside me, and together we were greeted by the loveliest lady, a kind woman who had worked there for several years, and welcomed us with genuine warmth. She allowed us to wander through the entire theater, both the first and second floors. We took our time, letting the light fall across the velvet seats and golden trim. As I walked, I felt something gentle, a quiet awareness in the air, as if the theater itself were alive and listening. Some say the Coleman Theatre is haunted, and perhaps it is, but not in the way people fear. Others have claimed to hear whispers in the dark, to glimpse figures in period dress, or to smell faint traces of tobacco and cologne when no one is near. But what I felt was different. There was no dread, no chill of malice, only peace. A benevolent presence, a watcher, not a wanderer. And in my heart, I knew who it was, Mr. Coleman himself. I believe he still walks these halls in spirit, not as a ghostly warning, but as a guardian, a gentleman, a steward watching over his beloved theater, protecting the joy and artistry he built for his community. The theater's upper balcony holds a special kind of silence, the kind that listens. Some visitors have reported seeing a woman seated alone in one of the ornate box seats, dressed in vintage attire, watching quietly as if waiting for her cue. Others have spoken of a child's laughter heard faintly from the basement, though no child is ever found. None of it feels frightening, only tender and familiar, as though the Coleman remembers everyone who once loved it. The energy here is gentle, protective even. It's as if the theater itself still breathes with the memory of every laugh, every round of applause, every dream that once took shape beneath its shimmering lights. Just a few miles away, in the peaceful Miami cemetery, lies another chapter of this story. One not of performance, but of devotion. During World War II, British airmen came to train at a nearby flying school. 15 never made it home. Their graves still rest here, far from their homeland, at the Grand Army of the Republic Cemetery, a quiet field of white stones beneath the Oklahoma sky. A local woman named Mrs. F.M. Hill made it her life's mission to care for those graves, tending them lovingly for over 4 decades, from the early 1940s until her passing in 1989. Her kindness did not go unnoticed. She was awarded the King's Medal for Service in the Cause of Freedom by King George VI himself, a rare honor given to only a few civilians worldwide. Her grave rests beside the very airmen she once cared for. a timeless reminder that compassion leaves behind a spirit of its own. Across the quiet path lies George L. Coleman Sr., the man who gave his town its heart. Though a successful entrepreneur, his own monument is humble, graceful, yet modest, just like the man himself. It isn't hard to imagine him greeting those young airmen at the door of his theater, tipping his hat and letting them in free of charge. Perhaps he still watches over them, the kind host who never stopped opening his doors. A short drive from the Coleman, along Old Route 66, stands the Hotel Vinita, another relic of Oklahoma's golden age. During the war, it's said that British airmen stationed nearby would stay there or come to dance the night away in what was once called the Crystal Ballroom. The building has seen many transformations over the years, from bustling hotel to quiet apartments, yet echoes of laughter and music still linger in the air. Some who visit describe the feeling of being watched, not with malice, but with nostalgia, as if the ballroom itself remembers the waltz of uniforms and evening gowns. A kind and wistful energy seems to move through the halls, like a soft refrain of a melody that refuses to fade. The Coleman Theatre, the airmen's resting place, and the Hotel Vinita, a circle of Oklahoma history bound together by artistry and love. Through the flicker of stage lights, the quiet devotion of a woman who cared for strangers, and the lingering rhythm of a wartime dance, one truth remains. Some spirits never fade. They simply wait for their cue, forever basking in the golden glow of memory. May they forever rest in peace. Copyright 2025, Paranormal Tendency, a division of Haunted Soul Productions. Thanks for watching.